Hi everyone, my name is Jason, aka Bacon Chest, coach of the Kilda Serperiors, and welcome to Game 3 of the pool stage for the Brawl for All 3. This game is against Lord Dilwar and the GB Garchomps, Dilwar being the defending champion of this tournament, so should be a tough match. Going into this matchup, I was quite worried about Celesteela because it walls large parts of my team. He also has some very threatening setup sweepers in Gyarados, Volcarona, Mimikyu, and then a couple of just big wall breakers like Garchomp and his own Mega Gardevoir. Also Tangrowth, which was a bit of a problem for my Zygarde. I almost wasn't going to bring Zygarde, but I decided at the last minute to just bring a Choice Banded set again. So, we're going to lead off with Frostlass. Hopefully we'll have a bit more variety if we get through to the next stage, but for the moment Frostlass lead is doing well by us. In this case, the set that I've got, I was kind of anticipating the Gyarados lead actually, because he can potentially set up on me if I'm just Ice Beam. I don't know if he was Lumberry or something like that, but you know, Ice Beam, Will-O-Wisp, I'm not really going to be able to do that much to him. So I decide to just go straight for the Taunt. I know that I can get a Spike up afterwards if he does go for the Crunch, or if he's Scarf, I can maybe take advantage of that with one of my other Mons. So I go for the Taunt, and yeah, he went for the Dragon Dance. Cool, we got that. As you can see, I'm like, cool, I can just go for the T-Bolt here. I think it does 85 to 100 if he's no bulk. I'm assuming he's running some, but I do 89, so I don't know. Could have just been a mid-range roll. I decided to just go for the Ice Beam instead of getting a Spike up here, because to be honest, I don't really want to give that Gyarados a chance to set up later on. Yeah, I figured I'd just get rid of it straight off the bat. Spikes would be useful in this matchup, but they're not doing anything to the Celesteela. They don't get rid of Mimikyu's Disguise, so I wasn't too worried about them, and giving heals as that regenerated Tangrowth. Goes out to the Mimikyu. I decide to save this, predicting Shadow Sneak. Yep, go out to Heatran. Heatran is my dedicated counter to this thing. Yeah, it's not really doing much. I can threaten him with Lava Plume, especially as I find out that he's Life Orb. That's really important, because now I can click Lava Plume and I potentially get that burn. I decide to just get Rocks up here, and I don't really have a good switch-in for Garchomp, so I just decide to go Frostlass in case he wanted to get up Rocks, because then I would have been dead anyway. And if he did decide to get up Rocks, I could Ice Beam and put in a fair bit of work back, given that I also have the T-Bolt from Celesteela. Obviously, he's not going to bring out Mimikyu, and doesn't want to get Gardevoir chipped. But he does just go straight for the Earthquake, very smart play, even though I could have gone Zapdos or Tornadus, but fair call. He gets up the Rocks now on my Zapdos, as I just go for the HPI, so I'm running a lot of offense here, so that does a hell of a lot. He stays in, goes for the Toxic, so Zapdos can get worn down, which is a bit annoying, but that's okay. Brings out the Gardevoir, and I'm thinking, this is a bit of a problem, to be honest. Because if he's a Calm Mind variant, then I don't really have a good switch-in, because +1 Focus Blast will destroy Heatran, and I'm thinking, well, I'm just going to go for the Discharge, try and get the Para, get some Chip, and then maybe KO with Banded Zygarde's E-Speed. As you can see, he is exactly that set, and he goes for the Calm Mind. I go for Discharge. I wasn't really expecting him to KO me here, but Hyper Voice is just that powerful. I probably shouldn't have underestimated him that is on my own team. Now, I don't know how much bulk he's running on this Gardevoir. I'm assuming he's max speed Timid to, speed tie with my own Gardevoir, and also Zapdos, max speed Zapdos, etc. But he must be running a little bit of bulk, because the minimum roll is 61.7. From Banded Zygarde's Extreme Speed on a no-bulk Gardevoir. You can see in the chat in a sec that I ask him, and he says that he's running some bulk. I don't know how much exactly that was, but yeah, we miss out on the roll. It was 61 to 72. Bit unfortunate, although we did get quite lucky on some rolls last game, so, it goes around, comes around, etc, etc. So, yeah, so Zygarde goes down, and I'm thinking, oh, that's a bit of a problem. Although not too much, because Zygarde didn't do that much work against the rest of his team, that's why I brought it out. But yeah, we can now just bring out Tornadus. We're carrying the Sludge Bomb, so that we can have a guaranteed hit on this thing, so we just get rid of Gardevoir, so that's really good. He brings out the Celesteela, and I make a mistake here and go for Z Hurricane. The reason was I was thinking he would just KO me here. and I just wanted to get a little bit of damage off to potentially KO with Heatran's Lava Plume or Gardevoir's T-Bolt. You'll see this was a mistake in a sec, but yeah, he just goes for the Leech Seed, and I'm thinking, well, I can't afford to just let this thing Leech Seed on me forever, so I just go for the U-turn, and go ahead and Heatran. I'm now thinking he possibly isn't carrying the Earthquake, just judging by the fact that he's a very defensive Leech Seed kind of set, as yeah, he goes for the Leech. He makes a very smart play and goes for the double Leech Seed. So yeah, so now we're in the position where Heatran obviously threatens this thing, and he goes for the Protect just to get more Leech Seed recovery, and I'm thinking, ugh, this is going to be a hard thing to take down with my remaining 3 Mons. Obviously very, very defensive. I just go for the Lava Plume. Cool, Tangrowth is gone, that's really nice. He brings out the Mimikyu, and the Mimikyu I should be okay with. +2 Jolly Life Orb Shadow Claw does not KO me. Like, does not come even really close to KOing me, and even at this range, I'm gonna live. I don't get the burn with Lava Plume. And yeah, from 69%, I believe the roll was around up to about 67, was the max roll. Unless he was adamant. If he was adamant, he had a pretty good chance of KOing me, but I figured he wouldn't be because he would want to be outspeeding Zygarde. So he goes for the Shadow Claw. Yep, does about 64. Cool. I can just KO with Flash Cannon, and now it's Celesteela v Heatran, Gardevoir, and Tornadus, and it's a testament to how good of a pick Celesteela is that there is still a reasonably good chance that he can win this game. So, obviously I can't switch out because I will die to rocks, so I just go for the Lava Plume on his obvious Protect. Thankfully, because I have leftovers, I wasn't originally running leftovers on this set, but I did change at the last minute, which thank God, because now I live. And now I can go for Lava Plume here. Obviously I've got 30% chance to burn, 6% chance to crit. And I know that he's probably max Spadef, maybe like a Sassy Nature, something like that. And so I know I'm probably going to do around 50-55%. He'll then get back around 10, so he'll be at around 55%. I'll come out with Gardevoir, do about 40 to 49 with T-Bolt. He'll kill me with Heavy Slam, presuming he has it, and then I'll go out to Tornadus and click Hurricane, and Hurricane should kill. It does about 17 to 20, although obviously there's a chance of missing, but there's also the chance I could confuse him even if I don't kill him. So yeah, it was very, very dicey at this point whether I would win the game. And he goes for the double Protect. That was actually, to be fair, another way he could have won would have been if he'd gotten that double Protect. That would have probably won him the game, I think. Yeah, because I would have died, and then yeah, these two couldn't have taken it down without this damage, but I do get a crit with the Lava Plume. So, really sorry about that, Dilwa. Yeah, as I said, as I just explained, I think I had a reasonably good chance of winning the game before this attack, given there were a lot of ways I could have yeah, gotten the win, but it would have been very, very tight. And yeah, so as it stands, Celesteela gets back a little bit of health, goes up to 28, and he clicks the Protect. You know, he doesn't know that I have the T-Bolt yet, so yeah, he goes for Protect, gets back to around 35, yeah. And then I'm just going to click T-Bolt, no chance of that failing to KO at that point, and so that's going to be a good game. So that puts us at 2-1 at the end of the group stages. I don't know yet whether we're going to be progressing to the next round. It was the case where if we lost this game, we actually technically still had a chance of making it through, and even though we won this game, we technically still have a chance of not making it through. So we'll see how the rest of the results go, but hopefully I will see you all next time for the round of 64. Peace.